in South Carver, and today is September 21st, 2024, and we're here to talk with Eugenia, who's a resident. In South Carver, and Carver is known for its cranberries. In fact, we just saw a tractor trailer load of harvested cranberries going down Federal Road to the south over to the Ocean Spray processing facility that is right next door to the AD Makepeace sand mines and cranberry bogs.
It is.
So Eugenia is going to tell us about her experience living here in Cranberry Village. And so tell us about yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Eugenia. I'm in Donker, and we moved here about almost 9 years ago. And when I first moved here, there was tons of trees everywhere, and I used to go walking in all the bogs, and I thought it was beautiful here. What a nice place to live, and I used to be able to walk miles. And then, COVID came along. I've never been diagnosed having COVID, and all of a sudden, the past, I'm going to say 4 years, I've really had trouble with my breathing, my husband also, and I go walking in the bogs, but because I'm on inhalers and things like that now, it's very hard. But I did start seeing, when we were walking, a lot of different things that were going on between solar panels, and you walk down, I don't know what it's called, way down the end of the road, and I walked all the way down there, walked all those bogs down near Connet, near the dump. And I saw these big white bags, and I don't know what they were, but they were saying, don't enter kind of thing, and things are toxic or whatever. And that started me actually going. Started thinking, what is going on in these bogs? Now here I am walking all over these bogs, and I don't know really what's happening, But then, now your car is always all full of, I don't know if it's sand or what it is, but and that's been happening, especially the past couple of years, and it is getting worse. This year it's been really bad. And I've gotten really bad with my breathing and stuff, and I'm always back to the lung doctor. Matter of fact, I asked her to check me for cancer the other day because I don't know, but she didn't. She said, no, we can't do that just out of the blue. But anyway, so she just switched to my inhalers, and I have trouble with my voice in and out. Just trouble just with the breathing itself lots of times. And that's not me, because I'm used to walking and doing all kinds of stuff like that. And it's really setting me back that way that I'm thinking of moving out of this town, because I just don't know what's making me sick. And I've come across several people in the park that have all come down sick all of a sudden, and all of a sudden they get lung cancer and stuff. And there's more than, one person. And I cleaned for a couple of people. I'm not going to say their names because I don't know if they want me to say their names. So anyway, that's it, and I'm not happy living here because of the dust and all that stuff constantly. You drive behind these trucks, and it's all you breathe in is that dust. I even shut off my air conditioner during those hot times because the dust from the trucks would come in, and that made me cough. So,
we're standing here. You live right at the corner of President's Way.
I do.
And Federal Road, and a couple of 100 feet down the road here is the entrance to Reed Custom Soils,
and
the scale house.
And I've walked in there, and I've seen different things go on, and I'm suspicious, can I say, about the whites. What is this white sand all of a sudden? I have never seen this. I'm getting a little concerned of what that is, I don't know what it could be. I'm going to maybe look into some researching why it could be white, The only place I've seen sand like that is like in a Caribbean type place, and not many of those places is that white.
Right. So when you've been walking, into or on the bogs there, and you see at the entrance to Reed Custom Soils, what kind of trucks are you seeing coming in?
I'm seeing
and
all
out?
the big dump trucks, and they're in and out of there. I mean, I can drive down this road, and I've counted at least 13 trucks as I'm driving down this 5-mile stretch.
Okay, 13 tractor trailer trucks, and you think they're carrying sand and gravel?
Yeah, they are. Or they're taking it away. I can see it.
Okay,
Yes.
And you can see it like on the tops of the trucks, or the sand flying off?
Sometimes the sand's flying off. Some of the trucks aren't even covered.
Okay.
And if you can see it all blow off, or when they pull out, it goes all over the place also.
And what happens to you when you're behind one of these trucks in your car?
It chokes me.
It comes into your car?
It does, especially if I don't open the windows for that reason. But if I have the air conditioner on, lots of times I have to shut it off because it chokes me, that sand coming in. Yeah,
Wow. And do you feel like the truck traffic is,
it's too much. In the 9 years I've been here, these past, I'm going to say 2 years, it's been really bad. It's like triple, I don't know. I had never seen these many trucks as the past couple of years.
and these are the sand and gravel trucks?
Yes,
the big
they are.
tractor
They are,
trailers.
yep.
Okay.
Sometimes they come through here because they're lost, so they don't know that they're coming through here. Right through here they come.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They take the wrong entrance.
Okay. And in terms of like losing sand on your property, on your home, do you experience that?
Yep, I do. My car's not parked. Well, even under the carport it gets some. But sometimes, like my husband's car's over here on this side, and that'll be covered with like different kinds of. It's not just the pollen stuff. You can tell it's not just that.
But it's sand.
Yeah.
And do you have to wash your car,
Yeah.
dust it off? What do you do to wash your car?
Well, I take it down to. Sometimes I just hose it down, but take it to the car wash.
Okay. And how often do you feel like that happens?
Well, me, I let it stay on the car for quite a while because I'm not going to go pay $18 to do a car wash that often.
Right.
You know,
right.
so that's what they cost. So most of the time I just hose it down. Probably if it's, the weather is hot and the wind's really been blowing it, it's like once a week. I don't pay attention to that too much. Just I didn't think that was a concern,
Right.
to be honest with you.
Right. And have you noticed any sand like on your air conditioner or on your house?
Oh yeah, it gets on the air conditioner.
Okay.
The air conditioner,
Yeah.
under the windowsills and stuff.
Okay.
It comes into the house. The house gets this big dust
Right.
if the windows are open.
And have you had any noise?
Oh
in
my
your
God!
house?
Oh yeah, the noise is very loud noise, and it's disturbing because you wonder what they're doing over there, and smells. I don't know what these chemical smells are, and that's what it is because it's the stuff you put down on lawns and stuff. I think I don't know what they're using that for over there.
Okay. And the noise. How would you describe the noise?
I don't stay in the living room much because it's noisy there.
Noise of trucks driving by,
Of the
excavators.
trucks, and whatever they do over there to do the mining stuff or whatever they're doing is loud.
Okay.
Whatever machinery they're using.
Okay.
Sometimes it feels like they're bombing over there.
Oh, wow.
Like what do you call it? Look at that word. They do the blasting. It sounds like they do that kind of
okay.
stuff also.
Yeah, because, you can see they do have big commercial sand and gravel processing
Yeah.
equipment,
Yeah.
screening
Oh, they have it
equipment
all
to
there.
separate.
Yes, they have
Yeah.
all that stuff over there.
Yeah.
I mean, I can say that because I walk in these bogs.